Broadcasting live from station WDWL TV, located on Grumpy Vulture Boulevard. Broadcasting live from Studio A, located on Grumpy Old Man Road. It's the Grumpy Old Man. Oh, that's me. And the Grumpy Vulture Show. Take your bow. Oh, nice, slow, delicate one tonight, huh? Hamming it up. Oh, okay. Why didn't you tell me? Turn on the camera light, although it don't do shit. Well, Grumpy got some after birthday gifts. And if you will notice, another mic, a red one. Yes, I was pleasantly surprised today when my friend's son stopped over and said, Mom gave me hell because I didn't bring you both mics at the same time. And I said, I didn't think Mom had them both set out. He said, yeah, one was on the dryer, one was on the washer, one had your name on it, one was just a box. And she called me today and says, I'm going to extend my visit another week. And he said, well, I don't know whether you wanted me to do it or not, but I took that microphone over to the Grumpy Old Man. And she said, microphone? He said, well, yeah. Well, there were two boxes. He said, yeah, there were two boxes. One had his name on it. One was blank. I didn't know what to do with it. She goes, God damn it. Take that mic over to him. And he showed up. So now we have an orange one and a red one. And I hope the audio levels are the same. Because I'm noticing with these MXL microphones, like the two 990s, they should be identical. But I give up. So if this one is blowing your eardrums out, sorry, I'll adjust it. And then the other package arrived. Oh, check that out. I said, opened the box and went, what the fuck is this? It looks like a rabbit with antlers. So I called my buddy and I said, hey, what the hell did you send me? He said, oh, you got it. He said, sorry it didn't make it for your birthday. I said, well, you were the cheap ass that sent it USPS and not, UPS or FedEx. I said, what the hell is that thing? He says, oh, it's a jackalope. I said, what? Oh, yeah, it's a jackalope. He says, I shot it when I was in Texas. He says, them son of a bitches are everywhere out there. He says, my buddy's ranch is overrun with them. I had never in my life seen a jackalope, but come on, point the right way, Grumpy, for Christ's sake. It's a pain in the ass, because it's reversed when I'm looking in the camera. There, a jackalope with antlers. It looks like a nice little bunny with antlers. As a matter of fact, take a look at that. Take a look at that. What are you shaking for? Oh, yeah. You could be mounted that way too one day. Mind your manners. It scared the shit out of him. When I opened the box, it scared the shit out of me. So, there we go. a jackalope. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to put it over here because I neatly mounted all these goddamn signs. I would like to put it like right there. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But it was nice getting 2 more birthday presents. Kind of takes the sting out of being old. But I'll tell you what, I really appreciated all the greetings I got on Faceplant. And then, today, Prism kicks me off a fucking Faceplant. Yeah. It said, get this. Prism is aggravating the shit out of me. It told me my test Facebook had expired. Test? But test. Next thing I'll be blown off of fucking YouTube, I guess. Yeah, it told me my test version of Faceplant had expired. When I entered the second platform, it didn't say anything about a test or an expiration date. No. Today, I go to make a stream, I'm like, how come I don't have Faceplant? Then, up pops on the screen. Oh, your test version of Faceplant has expired. What do you mean, test version? So, now I gotta fuck with that tomorrow. I thought, Jesus. Everything was going neat. I was all happy. Oh, another new microphone. A jackalope. My trophy got here. And then. So now, in order for me to put this on Faceplant, I have to go on the computer in Studio B, open YouTube, and then hit share, and then I have to share with Faceplant. I'm like, oh, Jesus. And now I gotta figure out how to get Faceplant back on my goddamn Prism. There's a little button that says add channel. So I clicked it, figuring, okay, I can get this on before stream time. Up comes a black box. That was it. A black box with an X in the corner. Nothing to log in with. No printing, no nothing. A black box. That's all it was. So I closed it and I figured, okay, give it a second try. Click, add channel, black box. I'll try it one time. A lot of times, the third time's the charm. Click, add channel, Faceplant, black box. So now, in order to get tonight's stream up on the Faceplant, I have to do it manually. And then, I don't know what's with instant graham crackers. That ain't working. I give up. At least for now, I'm on useless tube. But, kind of ruined all my excitement for the stream. I was like, oh boy, I got another microphone, and I got my jackalope, and I got a couple other things, but they're not studio oriented. I got my batteries for my laser sight. Yeah. Grumpy has a laser sight on his... what do we want to call it? We got to be careful on useless tube. Let's just say Grumpy has a permit to carry something. And that something has a laser sight. And the batteries went dead. And if I go buy them locally, oh, Jesus. These goddamn batteries are about the size of, like, the beans in pork and beans. If I buy them locally, $27 for 4. And this is the way they get you. The light takes 3. But you can only buy them in a 4-pack. So the batteries on eBay, $12.95. Same battery. Coming from the same seller. That's what gets me. When I was at the drugstore, I looked at the company that was selling the batteries. It says, on the back, U.S. seller, so-and-so. I go on eBay. Half price. Same outfit. Same address. Miami, Florida. It don't make any sense. Well, yeah, it makes sense. The drugstore is making a killing on these batteries. Because if the guy is selling them a pack of 4 on eBay for $12.95, he probably paid $6.50. Now, a drugstore chain that's nationwide probably has a little more bargaining power. So maybe they're paying $4.50, and then they charge $27.95 for 4 little dinky dipshit batteries. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is everybody out to stick it in your ass today? It's bad enough when you go grocery shopping. Every week the prices are increased on another item. I've been watching that with our local grocery stores. This week, a certain item went up a penny. The next week, a different item goes up a penny. And they bounce all over the merchandise in the store. So you don't really notice. I notice. And it's getting ridiculous. The greed in corporate America today. Oh my God. Does every CEO have to buy a Rolls-Royce Corniche or a Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith or a big Bentley with a twin-turbo V12? Absolutely disgusting. Do you agree? You better. Yeah, I was all... Today felt like yesterday. Oh, gifts coming. I love gifts. Oh. Then I go to do a stream, and my happy mood gets screwed by Prism because I don't have no faceplant. So now I have to do it manually. I mean, it'll take me like 5 minutes, but it's the bullshit. A test? My test? I've been on Facebook forever. My test version expired. Prism don't make no sense. If I knew how to work one of them other streaming programs, I'd get rid of Prism. Streamlab or Restream or I'm going to have to start looking into them because this is getting ridiculous. And then, it's bad enough. It expired. I couldn't renew it. I couldn't put it back up there. I kept getting a black box. Black box. Modern technology sucks. But I have a nice red microphone. Oh. Well, as a matter of fact, since I have the red one, I'll show you the exact size of these microphones. Here's the orange one. See, you can tell the color difference now. That's how big they are. Little cute little things. Red, orange. Limited editions. The only thing is, I went on MXL today. That was something I remember I said, I'm going to have to go on MXL. They don't tell you how many of these microphones they made and in how many colors. So I wrote them a long email and I said, hey, get this. I says I'm a real dedicated MXL microphone user with quite a large following on YouTube. I can lie real well in an email. And I didn't give them my YouTube channel because I don't want them looking up and they go, large following, 50. You asshole. And I says, I'm interested in collecting all of your limited edition microphones. Could you please tell me how many colors in the MXL 990 that you manufactured and how many of each? So hopefully they will send me an email and tell me, okay, we did 500 orange, 500 red, 500 blue, 500 green. See, I mainly want to see how many colors. But it's cool having collector's editions. And it was cooler that my buddy's wife told her son, get that other microphone over to him. So, hopefully, this one sounds like the orange one. I didn't touch any of the settings at all because I wanted to see if the two microphones are actually identical. They should be. The only difference is the color. The guts inside are the same. They should be made in the same assembly line. It's just, okay, this has got a red paint on it and the other one's got an orange paint on it. But I've noticed, I'm going back to this lack of quality control. Even though they look identical, are the components inside 100% identical? Or does this one maybe have a better capacitor or a better resistor or stronger soldering? You don't know. So the settings are identical from last night. I wrote them down, and then when I do the replay, we'll see. Is this mic lower? Is the audio higher? Is it the same? Because then that way I will know. Orange one, volume audio setting, 4.5. Red one, audio setting 3.7, or 5.1. I don't know until I actually try them. And I could have done a test run, but he was just here a little bit ago. And you have to run cables and everything, and I put it in a different arm. The arm that I was using last night, it was kind of crappy. It was one of my older ones. This is one of the better ones. There's all kinds of science behind the scenes here, people. It looks simple. The only thing simple is the guy with no hair. So it was nice having 2 enjoyable days in a row. I like getting gifts. Although 30, there was no 6-pack of Heineken sitting outside the door today. You and the guy down the street were supposed to chip in, you know. I was expecting you to say something to him like, hey, yesterday was Grumpy's birthday, we missed it. Let's chip in and buy him, a 6-pack. But I see neither one of you communicated. Either that or you said, screw him. So 30, I'll fix you. Every time I go past your house now, I'm going to blow the siren. Piss off your neighbors. And then they'll say, hey, will you get that guy to stop it? And yeah, a 6-pack of Heinekens will stop it. I'm cheap. And then, it seems like all the idiots have moved to Florida. Or there must be an idiot school that they graduate from. Because today, my stomach's turning just thinking about it. Hey, what happened to the lava lamp? Yeah, too late, it won't lava. Back up so we can see the lava lamp. There you go. I was watching a traffic stop in Florida. And they stopped the car for having an expired registration. So they were talking with the couple, and they find out the husband's license is expired to boot. So while the officer was talking to the guy's significant other, he noticed there were 20 mason jars on the back seat. And he says, can I ask you what's in them mason jars? And the girl said, do you really want to know? He said, well, yeah, because there might be something illegal. He says, it looks like honey, but it's a little on the lighter side. Now, he says, I know honey comes in different shades. And she picked one up, and it was definitely not honey. And he says, what is that? And she kind of hesitated. And he said, all right, if it's illegal, I'll try to overlook it. But I'd like to know what's in them jars. And she says, well, it's our holistic therapy. He said, holistic therapy. And she says, yeah. He says, what kind of therapy, if I may ask? And she said, well, it's holistic urine therapy. He said, holistic urine therapy. Explain. And where do you get this holistic urine therapy from? She said, well, we were at a holistic carnival. And when it comes to the urine therapy, you trade with people. She said, I came in with 10 jars, and my significant other came in with 10 jars, and we traded with different people. He says, okay, I understand that, but what exactly is this? And she goes, well, it's a health drink. He said, oh, really? So he handed her his notepad, and he said, will you write that down for me? So she writes it down. She hands him back his notepad, and he goes, that's urine, not urine. She goes, well, our therapist who runs the holistic carnival says we should call it urine. He said, urine, urine, it's the same thing. You're going to drink your own piss? She goes, well, it's not ours. We traded for it. I thought the officer was going to throw up. Matter of fact, I think he was puking in his mouth. And then he goes back and he tells his partner, he goes, go take a look in the back seat of that car. So his partner takes a look in the back seat. And he walks back over and he goes, yeah, what is that? He said, it's 20 mason jars of different people's piss. And I think his partner was about to barf. He goes, and what do they do with it? They drink it. There are a lot of sick people in Florida. And whoever started this holistic cult has got to be the sickest son of a bitch I ever heard of. You trade urine with different people. And then you take it home and you drink it. Now, I could see saying you're a connoisseur of wine. Or you're a connoisseur of coffee. I don't think I would like to walk into a crowd of people and go, guess what I am? I'm a connoisseur of urine. You're what? Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, would you like to sample some? I brought some with me. No, I'll pass. You know, I hope I don't, see a commercial one day. Like you watch the commercial for some of these whiskeys, and they're drinking it out of a mason jar. It's a big thing down south. You drink out of a mason jar. You don't buy glasses. You just save your old mason jars. I don't want to see a commercial of a guy going, oh, 1963 was a good piss year. This person was eating and drinking all the right items. Best urine I've tasted in ages. Ugh. I thought eating live octopus legs was sickening. trading urine with people and then drinking it? Oh my God. Where did these people come up with this shit? I can guarantee those mason jars were not FDA approved. And the girl was serious as a goddamn heart attack. Oh, we're going to drink it. It's healthy. It's part of our therapy. Our holistic therapy. Yeah, well, after you drink a quart jar, mason jar of urine, you're going to need some therapy in the emergency room as they're pumping your fucking stomach. Oh, my God. And it wasn't a put-on. Because I've seen some videos in the past of this holistic urine therapy. And it's worldwide. I watched one in Australia. There was one in England. I mean, there were several. I couldn't stand to watch them, especially when people are, they've got it in wine glasses, and they're sniffing it, going, oh my God. This younger generation is losing their fucking marbles. Holistic urine therapy. Spelled U-R-I-N-E. Not pronounced urine. In short, it's spelled P-I-S-S. Oh my God. I was praying the girl wasn't going to say, oh, you ought to taste it when we make coffee out of it. Oh. Yeah, let's fill up your Mr. Coffee with 10 cups of urine. Oh, God. Kind of makes me not want to go pick up my pizza tonight, which I'm treating myself to. I was just checking. It should be going in the oven shortly, so it'll be a shorter stream tonight. Which is good, because if I stay on the subject of holistic urine, I'll lose my taste for my deluxe pizza. Oh. I think I'm going to cut it short, people. Before I have no appetite. And they said my pizza would be going into the oven at 8 o'clock. And it's 7:57. The guy's probably crimping the dough right now, getting ready to put it in the oven. Yeah, I got me a deluxe. A medium. It was on sale. I'm cheap. So yeah, I get me a medium deluxe. $4 off. So, that's dinner tonight. I treat myself once a month to pizza. And usually I hit it just right. I catch the $3, $4, $5 off deals. Today it was $4 off. A medium deluxe. So, that's dinner tonight. I go pick it up. I'm really cheap. The delivery guy, he hands you a pizza and he's got his hand out. Hey, you want to shake hands with that hand? No? Okay, put it back in your pocket. I'm on Social Security, pal. I know, you got gas money you pay, but, I know they're hiding some delivery charge in that pizza price, so just never mind. So I go pick it up instead. It's right up the street, which makes it nice because it's still warm when I get it home. And no, you can't have any. It's for me. It's my birthday pizza. And with that, I have to put this up on Faceplant. So I'm going to cut it short, people. I got to go pick up my dinner and then manually take and put my YouTube on Faceplant. And with that, I will chat with you tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. See ya.